Charleston for hip hop and R&B. It's the one DJ Cass, as I promised. Chucktown got in studio guest. I've been looking forward to this. My man Cass is in the building. Casanova, what's good, baby?
Hey, what's going on? Talk about it, man.
Everything is all good on this side. How about your side?
I like your hat, man. I like your hat.
That's how I do it. Official cute borough for me, man. I know you from BK and everything
it's
like
all
that,
good.
man.
It's still BQE.
That's right. That's what I'm saying, man. It's all in love. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Now, born and raised in Brooklyn. All right. So you remember, because I was talking to some cats about this on the air, and like this is a little New York down here. A lot of cats migrate, come down this way, right? So, you know, I was like, yo, there was a day back in the day, this to show you how Brooklyn, Queens is connected, that we used to get off that day in school called Brooklyn, Queens Day.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you do remember that?
Yeah, they don't know about that. They don't know about that.
See, that's when you got to test them on their G code to make sure, because a lot of people claim, especially from down here, to be from up top. So, you know, you got to test their gangster a little bit,
they don't
man.
You got to G-check them,
Yeah,
man.
you G-check them, and it's all good.
Who turned them New York? You got set trip on them.
Exactly, man. So I was like, I always, you know, kind of get them that way, because I'd be like, yeah, all right, what part of New York you from? Like from uptown, word, all right, what part? It's like, by the World Trade? Like, yeah.
I just was talking about that in another interview. I was just saying, like, sometimes you got to G-check dudes because you like, where did you come from? So they come somewhere else and they be like, yeah, I'm from New York. Where? What part? Yeah. Oh, we there by the Barclay? Nah, I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm from, where you from? Where you from?
It's like, it can't be that hard.
Yeah, they took a visit there. You know, saw some good landmarks.
Really feeling themselves. Yeah, exactly, man.
They lived with their auntie for a week.
Exactly.
And now they
so
from New York.
They're real official.
Yeah.
They native New Yorkers like that. You know what I mean?
There you go.
No doubt, man. Well, we glad to have you down here,
Thank
man.
you.
My brother right here got a history. You know, I like to say it sometimes, you know, when cats is, you know, spitting on the records and stuff. It's like, man, you ain't about that life.
Yeah.
That life. But I was like, you know, and I ain't gonna say it in a way where it's a badge of honor. But I mean, obviously, you know, if you will, if I could borrow the phrase, you walk it like you talked it at one point. But you got a story. You got a testimony, as I like to say, man. So let's start from getting people familiar with you from this area that may not be familiar on the side of mainstream radio and hip hop, man. So your history, actually, what a lot of people claim to be on their records, is true history.
Yeah,
it's
true history. You know, I've been in and out of jail from a teenager, and like I said, man, I feel like if you saying what you saying, man, you should be able to either back it up or you've been there before. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if I like your music or not. Once I find out you are not the person behind the music, like. You really didn't do what you saying you did, or whatever the case may be. I just kind of don't like you. I don't care if you're my favorite artist. If you're an R&B rapper and you rapping about girls, I believe you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but if I get around you and you don't get no girls,
that's gonna be a problem.
It's a turn off. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like you're not really about that life or living that life. But if what you say is to be true and you live in that life or whatever, you don't wear it as a badge of honor.
Nah, you don't, because again, you lose a lot. It comes with the game, but you lose a lot, man. You understand, and you grow from it. You just don't praise it. You know you did what you did, and I tell people all the time, they don't tell you the bad part about being tough. They tell you the good part. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, where's tough gonna get you? You know what I'm saying? You know, the gangsters that I look up to is the corporate gangsters, man. The guys that done transformed all the bad into good, hustled to get where they at, and would never sell a bag of drugs again. You know what I'm saying? That's gangster.
Not even packing heat or none of that.
Nah, that's gangster. When you could afford to have your security pack heat, nobody ain't gonna be able to touch you then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gangster.
But you move it, that's smart moving, don't you think? Especially once you get to that type of status.
When you get to that status, and these dudes really be getting to that status, but want to be gangsters, it's just like kind of confusing.
But at the same time, don't they know that, you know, when you out there like that, somebody's always coming for you. They always going to try to test you. Isn't it better to arm yourself that way as opposed to probably setting yourself way back?
Yeah, because it don't make sense. They trying to prove a point, but the point they're proving is just failure. It's just like you bound to drown one day, you know what I'm saying? Car pull over, something like that. You bound to drown. So I say, like, just be yourself, man. It's okay to be cool, man. Everybody ain't gotta be gangster. You can rap about some good stuff, man. You know, stop tricking the crowd, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No
You
doubt.
meet these dudes, they ain't half of what they say they are. I'm not even gonna say the whole. They're not even half. Like, you be like, what? You know what I'm saying? These dudes be scared to shake fans' hands and all that. You be like, but you just said something on your rap that you built like that. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So it's confusing, but I'm on the lane, man. I'm just sticking to it.
Man, well, you know, I've heard interviews and stuff, you know, in the past with you or whatever, and it just seems like you feel real blessed to be in the position that you are now. Do you look at that as hindsight from all you've dealt with? And we ain't got to go so heavy into it. We know the history for those who follow.
I think, like I said, when I say I'm blessed, I'm just saying I'm blessed because I always say that. I say I stole somebody's dream. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't my dream. This wasn't the thing that I wanted to do, but, you know, it dropped on my lap, and I appreciate it because I could have been anywhere. And me, my hot-head self, I'd have been in jail. It was no in between. I always wanted the big bang, the big buck, the big robbery, the big everything. I wanted to be the man at everything I did. So, unfortunately, I probably would have failed because I wasn't doing them things right anyway because I kept going to jail. So I wasn't a mastermind
so that's
like
a
I
failure
thought.
right there. See,
You know
a lot of
what I
cats
mean?
don't look at that the way. If you keep going to jail, that's not like yet again, if I can use the phrase again, a badge of honor. That's like, damn, well, you messed up somewhere then.
You keep getting caught.
Well, you know, even when you talk about being in jail and the robbing and stuff, 'cause every time, you know, and I want to move away from that with your name, obviously, the same namesake as mine, so to speak. You know, I always think about Fifth song with How to Rob. And I was like, I think you got the real blueprint how to rob. Now, you got to share the story with my peoples about maybe like when the Jordans come out and the line is there, man, because I heard you share that story too, which I thought was real funny, man. And is this a true story, or was you using that as an analogy?
Nah, true story. My friend A-Ball, man, shout out to him. I think he got like 25 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, he introduced me to robbing, man. I used to be kind of spoiled, and he's like, "What? That's how you get your sneakers? You don't need to do that. Come, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna show you how." That's why I got corns on my feet with A-Ball. I was still in the wrong size, taking out the sole. I ain't
just making it work.
Making it work. You know what I'm saying? Walking like, oh my gosh, my feet hurt. Like when somebody stepped on my feet, oh my God, I wanted to kill them.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I had an 8 and I know I wear a 9. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a true story, man. I used to wait outside of sneaker stores and wait for people to just snatch the bag and just run.
Man.
And you know, I'm from Flatbush, so right around the corner was my house. I'm from Flatbush and 21st, church between Flatbush and 21st. So I just run right around down Church to 21st to my house. So all I had to really run is like 3 blocks. Sometimes people used to be on me. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I got stabbed too. I got stabbed trying to
over Jordans?
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody wasn't with it. He wasn't with it. Whoever that dude was, he probably remembered me too. We was on the bus and I followed him on the bus. I tried to grab his sneakers. He stabbed me right in the back.
Did you think he felt that heat? Like, you know, I mean,
yeah, because at the time, you know, when you're going robbing, you in all black.
Yeah,
you got, you know, you trying to be low, but you got a
hoodie
hoodie on.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, a real dude gonna be like, hold on, what's going on?
Yeah.
And at that time, that was lit. Like, people was getting robbed for their sneakers on.
Wow.
On. Like,
crazy.
On. You might come off your sneakers.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's that 80s move. That's what was going on in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, run those shoes.
Run those shoes.
Wow, man.
So, definitely, man, he stabbed me, man. I still didn't learn my lesson. I still was right back at it.
I mean, it's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing at it, but
it's
you know,
funny.
I think when you share these stories, man, I think it, you know, brings people to a place that, you know what, does this make sense? Damn, I got stabbed with, that could have been my artery for $100 pair. You know what I'm saying? I think it could bring it in perspective.
Again, I always say I was trying to be accepted, not respected. Now I'm just trying to be respected, not accepted. So now I don't fit in. Before I used to fit in. You know what I'm saying? The robbers, the drug dealers, the gangsters. I used to fit in real good. But now it's like, what are y'all doing over there? I'm doing this. I'm lit.
All right.
I'm having fun.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? and now I'm just in my own lane.
Man, that's good, man. We in here with New York rapper, if I could place it that way, Casanova.
Yeah.
If y'all been following how he move with the whole New York scene, then you understand how he's moving right now. And speaking of the New York scene, man, I mean, where you feel New York is at right now? Because that's been a struggle with me, born and raised in New York.
New
came
York,
down here,
New York
and that
right
sound,
now.
that sound that's been, I guess, embodied around the country of that, if you will, dub South sound or trap sound, where it just seemed like New York started to take a backseat. Where you feel we at right now?
New York is looking good right now, individually, not as a whole.
Okay.
Individually, you know, New York is like kill or be killed, man. New York is rough, man. I think that's why a lot of people leave and get on other places because it's more love. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can't even get a sold out show in New York. You know what I'm saying? But go somewhere else and have two sold out shows. New York is a beast, man. That's the belly of the beast. You know
No
what I'm
doubt,
saying?
man.
All the rappers kind of don't get along with each other. It's cool though. It keep you on your toes. It lets you know you got to work.
Yeah, no doubt. So that's you feel that's the way it is for you right now. Cats coming for your neck, and you know, in this business.
I don't think nobody really coming for my neck. I think it's people that it's the powers that be that control where you go in life, in the industry, in New York wise, that won't allow you because you don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? You don't fit in. And it's hard because the dudes that are fitting in is so fraudulent. You're like, dang, so I couldn't go there, but you gotta let him go. You know what I'm saying? What did I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? Why I can't come? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it depresses some people, and some people, it just make you stronger.
True that, man. So you're not really moving too heavy. I heard you speak about as well, you know, as far as the old clique, so to speak, and why, you know, I struggled with that down here for the longest because you wasn't moving with the same crew or the same dudes or whatever. Now you to sell out or you became too big or whatever, man. Expound upon that for me, if you will.
I feel like one of my big brothers, man, told me something. Let the people that want to help, and let the people that don't want to help go. You know what I'm saying?
So that's despite
that's
with all the chirping and all that stuff that go on.
Despite the love, man. Despite loving somebody, you got to let them go sometime. They'll bring you down. They'll bring your whole empire down off of jealousy or for hate. You know what I'm saying? Especially the world we living in. You got dudes that'll set you up, you know, rob your crib, kill your mother for $10,000, and you would have gave that to them if you know what I'm saying, if you had it. You know what I'm saying? Some people is put in your life to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? It might be your girl, it might be your mother, your father that don't believe in you. And then when you lit, they doubling back like, I'm
exactly.
sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always been one of them dudes, you know, like the hold on type. Like if I believed in it, I held on to it. And I tell my friends that every day, like if you don't believe in it, just go. Just go. I don't want you around. I don't need no attitudes because I guess because I'm so grimy and hard, like I know what I did in my life, all the treacherous stuff I did and all the greaseball stuff I did. If it even looked like it in your eyes, I don't want you around me no more. You know what I'm saying? You be having people that if you talk to, you can see it in their face. You can really see it. Like, all right, dude. All right, cool. Don't worry about it. I got you. You can see it. But you got to see it. You got to understand it. And a lot of people won't see it, but I'm going to see it because I know the look like I look when I look for a jokes.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All
so
right.
you got to have that look. You got to, hold on. Is what he's saying? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand it, and you just got to see it right after, because right after you have a conversation with a dude, maybe telling him about himself or he telling you about you, and you don't speak to the dude 2 to 3 days later, you're like, hold on, I thought we was cool. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I talk, that's my Cody right there. He did 10 years, right? And these both my best friends, and it's like, if I ever see that in one of them, they got to go.
Wow.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Because we argue, we fight, and 5 minutes later, we joking. You know what I'm saying? That's the love. That's where you don't have to worry about no malice. But you can argue and joke with somebody else, and they be like, all right, cool. No, don't even worry about it. I'm all right. I don't even need the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some dudes that, like, you might owe them $100 or something.
Oh, don't I know.
And dude be like, nah, it's all right. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He be like, okay, don't worry about it.
Like,
don't worry about it. What that mean? I told you I got you. What you mean don't worry about it? So you got to peep the signs, man. And that's why I don't know if I was getting rusty, but I was just like, you know what? Let me leave too much people alone. Like, let me keep it tight. And if something go wrong, I know who it went wrong with. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do that because everybody don't really want to see you successful. And I've been one of them dudes. I've been a hater. You know what I'm saying? I've been a hater. Like Roberts is really haters. Roberts be like, yo, why he got that? Why he shining? Why he shining? Why he got the radio spot? He don't really be out here like me. You know what I'm saying? He don't be putting in work like me.
That's what's up.
You know, I packed the club out.
Yeah, exactly.
Son don't pack the club. What he did, it's just the hate in you, and I understand it. I'm just real. I understand it. I know. So I don't judge him. I just kind of be one step ahead of them. Like, you know what? He's never coming out again. And if anything happened, just know he did it, y'all. We gotta watch him. You know what I'm saying? But that's all.
Well, that's my man Casanova in the house, man. Yo, you need a book, man. A blueprint on how to really move in the street. I mean, the realness, because again, man, I interview hundreds of thousands of people since I've been in this game, and there's not too many that I can look. One thing I appreciate about you is you haven't took your eyes off of my eyes. And that's when you know that's the realism out of all. I respect that more than anything. I don't care what you've done because of the way I approach the radio, and my show is a little different from all the shows because I encourage and try to uplift. I understand the real struggle and all of that, and I bring it into real reality. But more times than none, I can't really connect with a person because a person is, when they don't look eye to eye, I start to wondering like, okay, damn, is he scheming to rob me? Like, what's going on? Are you looking around me to
you looking
case
at my
the joint?
jewelry?
Yeah, like what's
you
good?
Looking at
yeah. So I understand when somebody's looking you eye to eye. That to me, that's just confidence, and I noticed that from the rip since we've been talking for like the last 10 minutes or so. So I just feel like out of all the people I've interviewed, there's been a handful I could really say is like, yo, this dude, like, when you leave, I'm be like, yo, that dude Casanova, he's real, like real. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel it's not, a lot of these guys, if you will, like we were speaking earlier, the authenticity is really not there.
It's
you
not.
know, and because I guess it makes it easier, I guess, for you because you've lived the life, so you really know what it's like. But I think more than anything, the fact that you've actually been to prison is one thing, but it's another thing when you boxed up and you've been through. I mean, I don't know if it even gets any lower from confinement. It
don't get no lower.
Man, please just do this for me and just kind of share a little bit of that real life. Even some of probably what you don't see on those TV shows, man.
Solitary confinement is like, what is it? 12 by 12. 12 by 12, right? You in the room. You there 23 hours. You get 1 hour, but you get it like behind your cell. It's a cage. You walk in the cage. You breathe. You get to do push-ups, and then in that hour you come back in. You only get mail. You don't get no extra food. You get 3 meals that taste like.
You can say it.
Tastes like shit. You know what I'm saying? You go in there 300 pounds, you come out $150 soaking wet.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You go in there skinny, and you gonna come out like a feather. You know what I'm saying? You got to.
Is it really? So it definitely tests your mental, man.
Yeah. A lot of people go crazy. I went crazy. I always tell people that I went crazy. I used to talk to myself. I used to you just got to make up stuff in your head. I used to just do all type of stuff, man. And I used to write a lot of letters, write a lot of poems and stuff like that. But you'll go crazy in there because you want something to make you go to sleep. Like I used to tell a psychiatrist, man, I'm seeing shit, I'm hearing shit. I need some medication. Cause you want something and like dudes that was on medication always used to go to sleep early, peaceful. So you like, yo, what are you taking? Because I need something that's gonna make me go to sleep. And
is that to burn the time or just to escape every day?
That's to escape, man. You want to escape. And then the messed up thing about me was I got caught with dope. So they took my visits for like 3 years. They took my visits, and I was just sick.
Well, you wasn't in solitary confinement for 3 years.
I was
right?
in solitary confinement. They gave me 3 years in solitary confinement.
Wow.
With a time cut, I probably got out in like 2 years and some change.
Damn, even 2 years of a 12 by 12.
That's it. That's
I mean,
crazy.
any daylight, any of that, man.
Then dudes is coming in your cell that you don't even know, and it might be an enemy, or my gang might be beefing with his gang, and them police will let you fight. So you gotta know how to fight, or hold for dear life. Something, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go in somebody else's cell, he got a knife. You ain't got no knife, you know what I'm saying? Or a scalpel, not a knife, because, dudes mostly don't have no knives in the box. But a scalpel, then you go in there, you get your whole face blown off, you know what I'm saying? So,
damn.
I feel like if I could get through that, I could get through the industry.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, yeah, no question, man.
I get through this, man. It's kind of harder because it's not hands-on. See, everything hands-on is easy. Mm-hmm. But when you got to use common sense, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to pop off, just bust somebody in the mouth. It's easy, and I just was telling my security that I said, it's so easy for us to just bang. But what's hard and what makes you feel good when you kind of diffuse the problem. When you be like, yo, don't even worry about it, man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You good, and he just hype. You know what I'm saying? If it escalates to anything, you just go in his mouth. But at least you tried. It's like a thing that I do to myself. I try and be like, I tried. Like I didn't want to do it, but I had to.
Make yourself feel good.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, that's good stuff, man. And I think, like I said, man, it's almost like a blueprint for cats, that feel that might be the only way in the business. I got to speak about that life because that's what cats want to hear. But obviously, you giving them another perspective and to be able to go through this because even when, so you lock down and even your happenstance with ASAP Rocky, it's just like, I'm starting to think it's like everything you got is meant for you because it just, right. It's crazy as it sounds. Right place at the right time, so to speak. How this perfect storm came together for you, man.
Definitely.
Because I think a lot of people know of the story. If not, y'all can go on Facebook and all that, or the social media, check it out, or Google and stuff. But the fact that you went through all of this and came out on the other side. Do you think it was done for that purpose? Like, I got to use this guy to be that mouthpiece to make sure a lot of cats don't wind up in this type of situation.
Maybe God put that on my plate like that, you know what I'm saying? But I was going through a lot, man. I was really going through a lot, man. So, like I said, they always ask me, would I change anything? And I just tell them, nah, I wouldn't change nothing.
You would go back to all of the same
I'd do the whole thing all over again because even then, if I wasn't who I was, I wouldn't be me right now. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, the years lost, the pain, the tears, the scars, it was worth it because it made me into who I am now. And I wouldn't want to be nobody else. I wouldn't want to be a rapper, a fraudulent rapper. You know what I'm saying? A flukes. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm blessed, man, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
I hear that, man. So where do we go from here now? Let's get on the music side. Was it like how did it all come together on the music side? Have you always been doing it, but it was just a joke or whatever?
Nah,
somebody.
I just was around a lot of rappers. You know what I'm saying? I went to the studio, and I'm like, dang, I could do this, because like I tell everybody hear the song. Everybody see any lit song you want to hear, you just hear the song and you're like, dang, that's hard. How do you think of that? But you don't know it take a process.
Yeah,
you don't know it take a whole 5 hours for somebody to even halfway finish a song. You know what I'm saying? So once I saw the process, that's like you seeing somebody cooking up some dope or something or something. You like, oh, that's how you do it. That's how you bring that thing back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But you just rather than getting a whole brick right there, you like, man, how was this even made? How do you?
Yeah.
But when you see how it's made, anybody could do it. It don't take a scientist. You know what I'm saying? So I saw it and I took advantage. I'm like, you know what? Let me try.
Well, when did you feel the buzz coming? Like, yo, I'm for real. Like,
once I started getting paid, once they started paying me.
So, like, to do local shows and stuff, or to be on guest features, or
once they started paying me to do local shows, like $2,000-$3,000, I said, hold on.
Wow. Okay.
$2,000-$3,000 to do something that I would have already did. Like me and my friends, we always go to the club and throw money and buy bottles. So you telling me you're gonna pay me to host your club to throw money and get bottles for free? Oh, it's lit. It's lit. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do, you know?
And there's no repercussions behind it for the most part. It's
definitely.
Like, this is
you ain't
legitimate
gotta worry
stuff.
about nobody knocking on your door telling you come outside. None of that. You know, I get off parole in 2 weeks. I made it.
Is that like literal?
Literally.
Wow.
I get off parole April 26th.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that, and congratulations about that. Now, I'm going to share a little funny story with you. So I was talking to my manager. She was, walking out. She was like, yeah, so, you ready for Casanova? I said, I'm good. I got this. She's like, I need him to do some drops. I said, I got you. She said, I need him to do a drop to encourage people to vote. I said, you sure you want to do that? I said, I'm not sure he's legalized to do that. He probably won't be inspired to do that. When you go down that road or whatever.
People get in trouble too for voting with a felony.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a joke at the time because I'm thinking, I thought, I said, nah, man, this dude was hemmed up for a minute, man. I know that's the last thing on his mind. He didn't even think to talk about voting. So now all of that is like, so your slate is clean for the most part?
My slate is clean once April 26th.
I'm
gonna be
dope,
a free man. I'll be able to fly out the country.
Congrats, bro. Yeah.
Thank you.
For real.
Yeah, it's lit.
Yeah, and so then I guess the money isn't going to get even sicker then.
That's when the big bag comes. Overseas bags, definitely. They've been calling.
Going to get the weight up something serious, man.
Definitely.
Man, so with the music, man, so, is it all dark music from what it was?
I got some good music, man. I got some calm songs. I got some party songs. Got some R&B songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you can move like that with the R&B songs. It don't have a funny feel knowing who you are as Casanova.
You know, even gangsters we listen to R&B. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
Yeah, I just want to make all type of music, man. I want to make pop music. I want to do everything.
Really? Pop music?
Yeah, I want to do everything. I want the money. I don't want the fame. I want the money.
It's all about the money.
I don't want to be the best rapper. I want the money.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, it is a business, right? So, that's money. What we're supposed to be doing it for. But when you say, we'll push pop to the side, but R&B, obviously there's a connection there with Breezy. So
definitely, I got.
Are you working with him on Breezy?
I work with him with some songs. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And is that in the works of stuff that's coming out later
on my album? Yeah. That's
okay. And the album, when's the album drop?
The album is later on this year, but I got a EP coming, June.
Okay.
The name of it is Commissary. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
I'm just institutionalized.
What's good with that? Are you keeping it like that? Is there a theme going with that, or just so
commissary? Happy? You know, even in jail, all you need is commissary, man. You want commissary. That's it. That's all you need to get by, man. Even in the Army, people need commissary.
Right. True.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, you're going to need this. You're going to need this. You're going to need this to survive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So you actually are using what's upstairs to kind of make this work.
Yeah, definitely.
And you felt that so being a part of, I guess it's fair to say Roc Nation family, right? Even though it's not a direct connection, or is it?
I'm Roc Nation.
Oh, you are Roc Nation
/ Def Jam.
Okay, well that sounds like money right there alone.
Chill. The best of both worlds.
Yeah, there you go.
I got both of them helping me out.
So the experience being down with the J's movement or whatever, and how he moved, and the mogul that he is. Have you been able to embody some of that business sense and all of that to
definitely
dictate how you move in this business?
One of the things the high up told me is, listen, we're giving you a shot. If you mess up, you're gone. It's no 2 shots, no 3 shots, no 4, not a half or one more shot. So that's all you gotta tell me for me to wisen up. You know what I'm saying? You could be a gangster all you want. You could boo boo boom on the track all you want. As soon as you really in real life boo boo boom, step off. Step off.
So you feel at this point that, like, okay, if you had to do over and you said you wouldn't change anything, but there's no turning back. There's nothing that can pull you in an ugly situation that can cost you everything now.
Ugly situations come. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to initiate the ugly situation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a demon in my head. Like, I really, like, tell myself daily, like, I'm not going to mess this bag up. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a situation I can't handle, I just got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? People going to have to understand that.
No, I mean that's just being a man. You got to do what you got to do. But nothing that is coming by way of you moving stupid or whatever.
No, definitely not.
Man, well, I'm ecstatic for where you're headed with this, man. And I think you can reel a lot of cats in, because I'm quite sure you still got cats that's stuck in that beast. Yeah. And, you know, I know you probably don't want to see nobody else go there if you ain't got to go there.
That's a fact.
I hate it's always got to be, you know, if not the old cliche, you know, I'm doing it or I did it because I don't want you to do it. But did most of that come from your feeling just by, I'm tired of this, or was there family traits to it, you know, girl, kids, anything like that says I got to do better?
It's just. I think jail scared me, man, and I don't
really, because now you good with the hands in jail.
I was great in jail, but it didn't scare me from like. It scared me for like the wrong reasons. Like, it scared me because I want to say I liked it. Like jail was like my second home.
Wow.
Like, it was cool for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And even my mom used to be like, I'd rather you be in jail, because it was like I was just so. I had something to prove in jail. Like, I was just turned up. I was the man in jail. But when I say I'm scared of jail, it's like nowadays it's like, dang, you go to jail. I go there. You do something dumb, you get like an extra 2 years now. They ain't playing in jail now. Like, I'm used to, you know, if you cut somebody in jail, you get a year. They telling you getting like 3-4 years now. So it's like, I'm like, man, I don't want to go. I don't want to deal with that. You know, Rikers Island, they used to lock people in at 12 o'clock. Now it's 9. Like 9 o'clock, I got to go to sleep. A grown man.
Grown man. There you go.
9 o'clock.
Grown man. That's right.
Nah, I'm scared. I can't do that. I'll lose my mind, man. I don't want it. Word.
And now, so you full circle, man, and you got the album that's going to be dropping later on this year.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you got popping off, or, I mean, trying to create any other lanes, or it's just, let me do this, get them bags, then see where it goes?
Man, get the bags, and make more music, man. That's it. Word.
Well, that's a good look, man, and we definitely wish you all the best with it, man.
Thank
and
you, man.
I think you, obviously, man, it's a testimony. You survived. You came out shining like a diamond on the other side, man.
Thank you.
And we look forward to a lot of the other movements that you're gonna have going on, you know, because obviously through the music can open up so many doors, and it could be, you know, again, just hear you, like, you put the music to the side, just hear you talking. Besides the music and how your experience is, I think you've already affected probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of lives, to be like, you know what? Nah, we got to move better than this, man.
Thank you.
And to me, it's the inspiration is right before our eyes right here, man.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you sharing this, man, and taking the time to be so open about these things, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now that you got the New York rapper Casanova in the house, but I got to ask you before I let you go. Casanova, jail, beating the street.
Yeah.
Something don't mix with the name there, so you got to tell me the origin of how it all works out.
My father nickname was Casanova.
Okay.
And my mom always was like, you just like your father. You think you're a Casanova. But, you know, it wasn't for the girls. I wasn't getting a lot of girls. You know what I'm saying? I was more hoolie. You know what I'm saying? Hooligan. That's the right word. People don't understand hoolie. But, yeah, and I just ran with it. I always at one point in time, I always wanted to be like my father, man. He had the Cadillacs, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, gee.
Oh, like 4 of them, you know what I'm saying? Love Baby 1, 2, 3, 4. and it was dope. It was cool for a minute, and I just took it. I just ran with it.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, are you still posted up in the city, or?
Yeah, I'm still in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah, no doubt. Man.
Always. I'm in a good part, good condos, but you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say you got yourself brownstone, something like that.
Nah, I don't want no house. Nobody ain't coming up in my joint. Nah.
Well, you know, there's funny thing you said earlier that kept sticking with me. So when you was, I don't even want to go back to that because I feel like we finished with that, but it was just funny to me. So you robbing cats. Now you about 3 blocks from your crib, and you running towards your crib. Yeah. That wasn't a good smart G move because now people know like, yo.
Nah, they couldn't beat me around that corner. That corner was deadly. It like I don't want to say deadly. I want to say like once I get, let's say this is Flatbush. This is in the middle. Once I get to this corner, I'm taking off. Cause this sprint. You sprinting to church. That's my block. So you sprinting.
Okay.
You running with the bag. You sprinting. But you look back and still, cause sometimes they don't follow you.
Yeah,
they're
true.
just so shocked.
Yeah, like damn.
But then you get some gangsters that don't even got nothing to do with it. That want to be Superman.
Oh, okay, yeah, those types.
Stop
okay,
that
yeah, we know those types. Yeah.
So that's the ones you got to take off on, because you already been running the block.
Okay.
And this guy's fresh energy. Now he's trying to chase you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I used to put it on him.
Gosh.
And my block, a lot of people didn't want to go there. Even when you got on the block, at that time I was on 2 at the Castle. So. You ain't want to run in there. You ran in there. You'd have been like,
have problems.
Yeah,
you're gonna have problems.
So that was good until I stopped robbing
Okay, see
sneakers.
now that's making a little more sense because I was like, I don't know if that was the way to move, man.
Yeah, you do something. A lot of people do that. They do something and run in their projects. You be like, all right, you ain't getting the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Man, this is good stuff. My man Casanova in the house. Roc Nation, Def Jam, man. This is a real big move for you, man. Yeah. Now, you got a single buzzing, popping out there right now?
Set tripping,
man. And then after that, you're going to go with the EP.
Yeah, in June.
All right, and then after that, the album.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, as far as social media or whatever, man, so how you move
Casanova on there, man? _2X on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
So you stay real active on there, or you got somebody that kind of handles that business?
I stay active on my gram.
Okay, it's like entertaining, acting like, they coming after Cass again. So, I mean, you always stay lit with these dudes, keep them in order and stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know the goons on the book and on the media, social media all together. Everybody's a problem on there until till you get them up face to face.
Big problem.
It changes.
Yes.
Real quick, fast, man.
Yes.
Now I'm trying to negotiate my way out of this.
Facts.
It was just a joke, man. It's like, come on, man. We brothers. We don't need to be.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, listen, man. It was a pleasure having you in here, man. We're going to follow the moves, man. We appreciate sharing a lot of, dare I use the word, inspirational stuff. I think it inspired people to say, you know what? I've been down. I was about that life. But I could turn this thing full scale. Yeah. I think I ask you this last thing as we part, man. If it wasn't this, man, did you feel the music saved your life? Can I say it that way? Is that a good way to phrase it?
You can say that. I think about that all the time.
So have you thought any deep, like you ever sit down and be like, damn, man, thank God for this, because if I wasn't doing this, would it still be the same life, man?
I always think it like that.
Would it be the same life, though?
It would be the same life because.
Like, you don't think it'd be like, I'll straighten up, let me go get a job at Foot Locker or something?
I tried a job. That wasn't working. I quit before rap. And it was a good job, a union job.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I just was like, I remember we was in a class or something, and they was like, you get $250,000 after like 30-something, like something like when you retire in your pension or something. And I'm thinking to myself, at first, I was just broke. I'm like, $250,000, that's lit. Yeah. I have like 20 years, like that's lit. This is me first coming out of jail. And then, I made $100,000 2 weeks. I said, hold on. I don't need this job.
The math, it looks way better on the other side. Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 months, maybe? Shoot.
I said, I quit. I'm going on the street.
It's not funny, man.
Yeah,
It's not funny. We know what the life could turn out to be, man. But, man, so we thank hip-hop for you, man, that it's kind of turned you around, man, and sending you on a path to the riches, man, and hopefully so much more flood doors are open for you, brother, and a true, real brother that you are. Because a lot of times be like, Cass, you a hypocrite for what you talk about on the air, and then you laughing it up about robbing and stuff. But it's a bigger story here about how you turn, if you will, the rags to the riches, so to speak, man. Now, the only problem I do got with you,
talk about it,
is, I start to look at some of these interviews and stuff, do drive-bys and following you for a minute now, and I see, some liquor being passed, and you just start to get wide open. I don't know if you think you just in the South, it gets dried up like you can't pass
it's so
it,
crazy.
Man.
You know what's so crazy? I was doing a lot of drinking. My parole officer said, if you do that again, you won't make it to 26. So I said, you know what? I ain't even drinking no more. I'm good because I don't supposed to drink. But I don't. You can't drink liquor.
No. What?
On parole, you can't.
I know you joking.
I'm telling you. You can't drink liquor. You can't smoke weed.
That sounds like it's against the Constitution or something.
That's crazy, and it's
crazy.
legal. You know what I'm saying? It's legal. You can't do it. You can't do it.
I mean, did you know that at the time, or like he had to school you? Like, yo,
they had
moving wrong.
They had to school me. Like, I really thought like liquor was liquor. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm thinking.
It was like, nah, you can't do that, especially not on that interview. They was like, come on, everybody, everybody saw that. And I was like, that was iced tea.
And he was sipping it like it was iced tea of the Long Island source.
Yeah, they gave me a break though. I'm happy.
Oh yeah,
Shout out
no
to
doubt,
them.
man. See, damn, man. See, I even learned. I didn't know it was like, man. They tighten you up like that, man.
Tighten me right on up.
Damn, man. Well, it's crazy, man. I mean, look, book got to be in the works, man. I'll be all in it, like, wow. Because I mean, it's just, again, man. Most people it's fabricated or really ain't about that life. So it's like I can't take that serious. Like, man, this is fabrication here. But to really embody it and see it for real and hear it for real and be that close to touch somebody that been through it, I think it puts it in a different perspective for the young wannabe going down that road gangsters or the ones that want the quick fix. It's like, nah, you put in some time, you put in some work, and even though you've been down that road, you can still come back from it, man. I think it's a good look, man. So bro, I wish you all the best, man.
Thank you.
And keep giving and delivering them bags, man, to the hood. To your pocketbook, man. And I appreciate it, man. My man Casanova in the house inside the Turnt Up Radio Show, man. We appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you check the new single, man. Matter of fact, what you do real quick, go ahead and introduce the new single to the masses, baby.
It's your boy Casanova, Brooklyn Finest, man. It's set tripping, man. They teed out all the ops. This is what you do. Play that music.